creative and better gear. Gotta find schematics. What's your story?
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothring. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boon. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Who outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons?
Tough convincing traders to haul up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe.
Fender mill.
Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Goodbye.
Right.
Alright, let's see what he's buying and all that. What he's selling. Alright, no armors or weapons, but he does have accessories. Tacticians. Respect abilities, single use. So these are all respect items. So if I want to respec, go to him. He seems to be selling an infinite amount of them. Looks like I can get I can get my first one for 1 gold, and if I want to respect in the future afterwards, it would cost me 345 gold, which I like that. I like it other than like not having the ability to respect or being like actually charged like real life money. Because there are games out there that will charge you real life money to like respect your character. For instance, certain MMOs do it. That's not fun. So if I wanted to craft armor, so for instance, if I wanted to craft this defender mill, each crafting schematic has 1 or more slot. Each slot accepts a specific number of materials. So metal cloth or leather. So I'm guessing depending on what I fill it with will change the overall stats of said item. Okay. So let's say crafting and all that stuff too. Yep. Oh, and it even changes the overall like look of it. I totally forgot about that. That's really cool. It actually changes the look of it. So if I put onyx into something and it changes, okay, so utility, offensive slot, and defensive slots change depending on what you put within that. So very interesting. And it doesn't, oh yeah, and staff damage type. Oh, okay. So if I'm making what, low armor rating damage, I'm trying to figure out what it means by staff damage type. Like for instance, if I'm making a staff, if I'm using onyx, it will do cold damage, and if I'm trying to make a staff and I use summerstone, it's gonna have it fire damage, I'm assuming. So let's say I just do that. And then, okay, so you can kind of mix and match. Also, I could do 4% stagger on being hit. So I can have a chance to stagger enemies while they're hitting me. Or I can increase maximum health. But then you have to kind of look at like, Okay, well, Onyx is going to give me a utility slot of strength +1, percentage, 1%. Well, 1% is not very crazy. But then you have this that has 2% on damage to guard. Oh, yeah, very interesting though. Then we, it looks like we only have pretty much one. That's Defender Mill.
Another time, then.
Another time, then. Alright, I'll look at my other stuff for now. Oh, I guess I'm not quite done. So we looked at that. We can do modify of weapons. So we can do modifications. Okay, so if I wanted to modify this, which I guess I can't, no upgrades available for this item. So yeah, it's most likely gonna have some type of modification slot. Yeah, like we're gonna probably put runes in some things,
You need something?
stuff like that. Then we have armor modification too. So heavy arm. And it changes the look of it too, which is pretty cool. So if I put this modification in, it adds 3% to melee defense. Which actually, does that cost anything? Oh, then you can have even more modifications to that. Defender coat arm. Oh, or you can put it to heavy leg as well. Okay. No, wait. Alright, never mind. And then we can change the legs too. Doesn't seem like it cost anything. So I'll do that. So we have a defender coat. And the defender mail, which we do not have equipped. Okay. And craft weapons. So we have an arming sword. Okay. And I'm not gonna really dick around with this stuff until I like get more equipment and stuff like that.
Another time, then.
Alright. Let's check our inventory and then we'll see what else we need to start doing. That's good. So, let's see. Currently, we are wearing the Defender coat. There's 2+ on Constitution. So we lose the 2+ on Constitution, but we gain 16 maximum health and 3% on melee defense. And it all overall has armor rating of 78. So we'll probably equip that. Then we could probably sell whatever we're not going to use for that. Yeah, sounds about right. Crafting materials, elf root. Which, yeah, I guess it tells me what type of tier it is. Tier 1 common herb. And that's a tier 1 common metal. And it tells you what it, things are it is. A low armor rating / defense. So it's not the highest of the highs. Tier 3 rare rune material. So if I want to make rune stuff, pure lightning essence is pretty good. Tier 1 rune material. Spirit essence. Summerstone. Tier 1 metal. Okay. Let's see. Valuables. Still have these, which we haven't been able to sell. Weapon schematics. Arming sword. Defender's armor. Inquisition. Okay. Inquisition weapons. And generation potion. So I guess we don't.
Filled with silence,
Oop.
and crossed my heart with shame.
As I say, how do I put that back? Oh, I totally forgot we have I guess I don't really have a very good area to put my camera. I mean, I guess what it could do, now that I think about it, because the other wheel. Alright, I'm gonna move my camera one more time.
Though the darkness comes upon
Alright, so there shouldn't be anything there when it comes to information.
I shall
I know it's a weird place to put the camera,
no one can tear asunder.
but nothing's usually right here anyway. So we're out of the way of pretty much everything, I think. Yeah, I kind of forgot that there are 2 hotbars, so I don't have to worry about things. So I have about, I have enough room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more active abilities if I wanted. So I have a attack, shout, and a defensive thing. Now I'm probably needing some type of movement, and then probably rinse and repeat, and probably put all my attack, pretty much all my attack abilities in one button, and all my buff and debuff abilities on another button, and I switch them out with left trigger, and so on and so forth. Do that. That's probably the way to do. The way to do the do. Passing notes. So we have that. Then we also have requisition weapons. And then report to the Haven's Chantry. Guess we'll do that first. We'll talk to everyone in the home base for now. Then we'll kind of go out there and explore the world.
You built for them the golden city, the center of all creation.
Does it trouble you?
It stops spreading, and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
You're even taller than I'd heard.
Well, thank
And
you.
of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a Kunari, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Okay. Oh. Culture of extraction, nobility, and the birthplace.
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Guess we have nothing here for now. This is where technically we are. Okay, available. Scout the hinterlands. Okay. Secrets. It's a wicked looking bird. Okay. We avoided fighting the best we could. So we've unlocked a new area. Do you like to gather your party and venture to the hinterlands now? Not now. Let's see. You now have access to missions. Mission operations. Okay, they take time to bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at a time. Some missions have a preferred type, which results in less time required. Okay. Interesting. Requires power level 8. Gather coin. Power level 4. Yes. Oh, let's gather some coin. So she will take less time.
Let us begin.
She will help gather coin. What is this?
To work?
Okay, it doesn't matter which one. Address the noble's concerns.
Let's see what we have.
We'll see how that all turns out. I guess we had some stuff over here we could do, which is this one thing. Contact with... Contact mercenaries. Alright. So that's our war room. Codex. Lots of codex stuff. Characters. Yes, I have a feeling Roderick's gonna be a very big problem. There's our ally. Another ally. Solus. And of course, Varric. Crafting materials. Elf fruit. Creatures. Lots of creatures. Pride demon. Guess that's the big motherfucker. Then we have shades. Wraiths. Groups. Rebel mages. Quinari, which is my race. Templar order, and of course Templar. Okay, so we have end of the. So we got some history of the actual Templars themselves, and then actual history. I've been kind of picking some of this stuff up. First Inquisition, I can read up on that. Magic. Red Lyrium. Breach. Vitar. Places. Haven. Temple of Sacred Ashes. Hinterlands, which I think the hinterlands are your first actual major area. It's your first actual explorable area. And since it's the beginning area, there's going to be certain places where you want to go and where you really don't want to go. We're probably going to run into the where you really don't want to go areas accidentally. We'll travel, war table, midriffs, apothecary, potion upgrades, behaviors, character records, and crafting. Okay. So summon the war council here. I don't think there's too much over in this direction. Let me open up the map real quickly. So this is our war room. Go to the war room and locate the soldiers, which I guess we'll have to go to the hinterlands. And then we have Know Thy Enemy. Let's try that one. And we can also talk to Josephine over there. She'll be in this room.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador. if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders?
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Adar, this is the Marquis Durelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House Durelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denerim, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice for those to come.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Yes, indeed. Well, let's see. Turn and research.
Yes.
Then we can talk to this person.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Right.
You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
You said you were a mage?
No, just an apprentice. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures.
Alright.
At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I liked studying. I liked performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
Most circle mages I've met have a different opinion of the Templars.
They have not lived my life. I was born into a Dalish clan. I lived there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold, a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
You said that you were keeping some of the Tranquils safe?
Yes. The mages took some of them when my Circle rebelled, but the rest were forgotten. Most Circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves, can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they'll never get angry at you. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying. But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
Good head on your shoulders.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back. Please tell me if you find something.
Cool. Children of Andraste. Okie dokie. So, guess we could check out some of this stuff. Quick little save too. I'll probably do a 3 save rotation.
So we're heretics just like this. Should we surrender or
Seems like there's more people.
as much as any grand cleric?
I don't know if it got just a little bit livelier.
I spoke with Commander Cullen.
Are we actually that close to where we need to be? No. We need to go out. And then around. So we need to find his notes, and it could be pretty much anywhere in this area. Oh. There's people to talk to.
We cannot stay here.
You're the one they're calling the Herald.
It rather rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
No. Your people have stood against everything the Chantry believes for years. I did not join the Order to adjust my faith so easily, but I appreciate what the Inquisition is trying to do, and your role. Though you may find not many Templars do. We're a distrustful lot by nature.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but
This seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
Not every Templar feels that way.
I know. Power can corrupt. It's a delicate balance. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
All right. Trying to see if there's anyone else I can talk to. Oh yeah, go on.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work, I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
You understand our situation. I appreciate your opinion.
Look around. Our people are well organized and committed. Despite what the clerics think, we are in the best position to help. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Alright. I think there's one more person I can talk to. Ah, yes. Cassandra.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
Might try and sway Cassandra.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic
Hey, zombie.
before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them.
Camera?
I only pray the price is not too high.
That was a pretty bad camera angle.
you didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
You're asking me?
You're not a follower of the Kyun. You could be... I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Right. Oh, we talked to them. Time to find those documents. Alright, so there's somewhere in this area. This is where elf fruit is. We need a shit ton of this. Need a shit ton of elf fruit. I kind of have a feeling documents might be around here somewhere. Ah, we have a search thing.
I should look around.
There's iron. Oh, it pings where something significant is. Huh. It's definitely something. Okay. There we go. Got the notes. Excuse me. I think someone else I need to go to. Let's see. Requisition for weapons, a logging stand. So we're trying to find a logging stand, which is over in that direction. Try and get as much elf fruit as I can while I'm searching. Alright, we got the iron we need. We definitely got the iron. Never hurts to have an abundance. So we're probably need all this material for many of things. Oh, it even shows me on the mini-map where certain things are. Pretty sure I don't have to worry about those rams. Welcome back, dude. Did you do your appointment already, or is that later on today? Oh, there's a logging station. Alright, now we can start producing shit. I wonder if I have to worry about these dudes. It's all done now? Cool. Might as well explore this area as much as I can. Ooh, deep snow. Kinda deep snow. Not that deep, but it's... I guess it's deep enough to where it's like, okay, this is a tad bit deep. Try and get as much of this elf fruit as I can so I can start upgrading the good goods. Something sounds a little crazy over there. Alright, I think I pretty much collected all the things that's available to me. Doesn't hurt to explore. Oh, there's definitely some iron there. More elf fruit. And whose dog is in the mountains? It's in that direction, there's no settlements. I was like, okay, someone's dog's on the loose. Oh, 2 items here. Yeah, we need a shit ton of elf root, so doesn't hurt to try and get this stuff. Can I go in the ice and not die? It seems like it's thin ice though, so feels like I need to be careful. Oh. I wonder how much elf fruit I have now. There we go. Uh-oh. No. So now I'm going to work on something dumb, making a deck of Pokemon cards. Ah. Pokemon. So I never dabbled into Pokemon cards. I was always either Magic the Gathering or some other like weird card collecting thing. I mainly only collected cards for the actual collection purposes of it. Never actually really tried to play the actual game. I was more of a collector than anything. Then I stopped after a while. But I think I still have my Magic the Gathering, at least collect like cards somewhere. Oh, apparently there's something over there. Elf fruit. I'm just collecting all the material. I probably don't really need to do this, but it's just kind of nice to have a jump start on items I may or may not need. Oh, those are some big old rabbits. Or whatever they are. I figure out what's it if they have fur. Wonder if we'll hit the max amount of like iron we can hold, or if there is an infinite amount. Highly doubt anything's here. Oh. I think we might have already read this. Yeah, because this is the area to get to. Yeah, we're all blocked off from there. Oh. Cotton. Most likely need it to make something, so it's good that we found it. Boom, 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 boom. There. I think it's better to get back into Pokemon trading card than Yu-Gi-Oh. So I'll say, which one's which one do you think is harder to get into comparatively, especially if you're trying to do more kind of like the PvP aspect of things? Yu-Gi-Oh's harder? Is it because like they're constantly updating their like cards? Like, for instance, a good example is like Hearthstone, where you have to like, if you want to have a chance to really win, you have to like make sure you have the new decks. I hate it when you have to rely on new decks in order to win. Like, you're being forced to like buy new cards. It's like, no, I don't. I want to rely on the deck that I've been relying on. Let's see. Well, now that I guess I do have the requisition for weapons now, so I'll outfit our dudes. It's more because Link monsters overplayed. Like, I played Master Duel last night. This guy summoned summoned like 6 times. Oh, okay. So they have like, meta tactics.
Can I help you with something?
No, 1 second.
Farewell.
Make a go with you.
I hate it when when certain like gaming communities, either trading card games or just gaming communities in general, get a little too meta. A perfect example is when someone's metagaming in Dungeons and Dragons. You're ruining the whole entire campaign if you're metagaming. Right. We've fulfilled that order.
Nice work with those supplies. The Smiths can use them to fit our troops with better gear. Might not affect you much, but our recruits will have better chances next time some monster flies out of a rift.
Hell yeah. Alright, I think I've pretty much asked her everything. Alright, we're good.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Alright, our power has went up a little bit. Action-wise. Requisition for weapons completed. Now what do I need to do? Let's look at our map real quickly. I probably won't have the necessary materials to return the note. Oh yeah, yeah, never mind. She's just looking for the notes. Yeah.
Right now, we just need to be careful.
Oh, he.
Later, say
You're back. And in one piece.
Give you the notes.
You said you thought Master Tejan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Cool.
Farewell.
Lyrium potion recipe. So yeah, if I want to... Yeah, I need Dawn Lotus for that. Because it looks like we already have the elf root that we need. We're just missing certain things, like a royal elf root. And, yeah, just royal elf root, which I have a feeling we're going to find in the hinterlands. And then Lyrium potion. Needs Black Lotus. I don't have any tonics or grenades yet. Okay, if we want to make these, we'll... Let's see. Replenish. And then there's, of course, a replenish all, too.
There you go.
Thank you. Need to be ready for the hinterlands, man, because a lot of people mistaken that, yeah, the fucking hinterlands, especially since you're very low level anyway, it's always dangerous. I remember struggling in certain parts in the hinterlands.
Chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Let's check the map one more time. I think we pretty much secured everything. We just need to go to the hinterlands now.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto heaven.
Alright. So I guess once they finish their stuff... These are the people that finish? Yeah, report ready.
What have your ears heard, Leliana? Anything new we don't already know about?
Captain Longsword.
Nothing.
And then this... Oh, we got some gold. Cool. And this one is still being in progress. If we look at it, she has 9 minutes left. Okay. Scout the hinterlands. Alright. Power level of 8. Who would be best for this? 12. Seems like she's the best for this.
Let's see what we have.
Who needs this to be here? It is available. She seems to be the best for that, but we'll have him sent.
All right.
As I will be busy in the hinterlands, so everyone should be done by the time I'm done with, or at least by the time I even make my footing in the hinterlands. So yeah, let's go dive in. Venture forth. Oh yeah, so we gotta choose who's gonna be in our party. Well, we definitely need a mage. I'm having, yeah, it's a total of 3 extra people.